Hi Scorpio, welcome to New Era. My name is Emma. Scorpio, this is your love reading starting today on the 27th of December, and I've set the time frame to late December 2020 to late January of 2021. So that's really exciting that we're going to step into the new year quite soon. I'm going to get an overall message here for you with this beautiful mystical wisdom deck as a start, and I've listed all the decks down below in the description box if you're interested in that. If you wonder what I'm doing with this, like if you skipped a couple of videos and you've been here before, I'm just trying a new format here to see if this fits me better, if this fits you better. Not showing myself on camera, but showing more of the cards. So Scorpio, love story, please. Scorpio. And we're not just going to get a lot of stuff about love. We're going to probably get a lot about the 21 energy. What's going on for you in that energy. Meaning the conjunction on the 21st of December, and then also about coming into this new year. There you go. And you get 2 cards. I usually only get 1, so let's see what this is. Animal bond and originality. So okay, so we're starting with this. So there might be a big connection that you have with animals right now. It can be basically that you just have a cat or a dog, or like animals flock to you right now. There can be that symbolism is coming through, like guidance and messages are coming through from the spirit realm, meaning spirit animals, and mostly birds, which speaks so much about freedom and messages. We have the moon there looking at you, very friendly moon. And we had I feel like the moon is, and now I wish that you could see me, but do you see like it just, ooh, with this mouth, like, wow, ooh, what's going on? Like you're so free and you're so powerful. So we have a full moon coming up on the 30th of December. So if you're listening to this recording after the 30th of December, meaning probably in the new year, it means that you're in that energy. You're not in that energy just yet, but you're very close to it. So a lot of freedom coming in for you, a lot of messages being brought to you at this moment. Also originality. And this pretty much is my Aquarius card. This usually comes out when the Aquarius is around. And since we have this great conjunction and this age in Aquarius happening right now, it's very fitting that this comes out. And Aquarius is all about freedom, and it's all about getting your wishes, like wishes coming true, the star. It's also blazing a new trail. We have originality there on the bottom. Blaze, yeah, exactly. Blaze your own trail. Meaning, step where nobody else has stepped before. Do whatever feels like that. It's your story altogether. It's nobody else's story. Like you figuring stuff out for you, like entirely. It's like you have your own little universe going on around you that has nothing to do with anybody else, if that makes any sense. So very similar, even though they're completely opposite, they're very similar because the basic message here for the both of them is freedom. So let's see what else is coming out here and how that could be tied into your love story right now. And I know that you can't, maybe I shouldn't put them that far up, but they're just sitting right there and you can't really see them, but doesn't really matter. So, basic energy for Scorpio, please, for this upcoming month. Number 13, so it's release, divine feminine. We had this sort of the death card, moving into new energy. We're waiting for one more card. Pop out here. There you go. That's actually 2 cards. I didn't see that. So we have the Divine Feminine release, and then 13, and then we have 6 and 9. Healing begins and well-deserved reward. That's coming out together, and 6 and 9 is, I love how they play off of each other. Like 6 upside down is a 9, and 9 upside down is a 6. So we're starting with this release. So whatever sort of, you're moving into this freedom. It's very much about the freedom here and very much about moving into the next stage. So the 13 numerology wise is all about the divine feminine. The 13 release card is all about death. We're ending a cycle and stepping. So it's a rebirth. It's a release. It's a rebirth. And I just love how you sort of strip down, like you uncover yourself, basically literally uncover, and letting the truth come out, letting the light come out. And we're going to go deeper and find out what this is all about. And then we have healing begins. I love how the both of them are like stripping your clothes, like stripping your whatever has sort of have been put upon you, whatever doesn't suit you, literally suit. It's really a lot of play on words here, but the suit, like you're suited for life, and the suit that you've been asked to put on is like you're ripping it apart. You don't want to carry that suit anymore. Some of it you might want to keep because it sort of fits you, but a lot of it I feel like you want to let go of because it's not yours. It doesn't fit you anymore. And this is sort of like opening the veil. The veil is being lifted. It's you sort of opening. You decide to open something and step through. It's like finding the truth. Healing begins. It's like from the ground up. We have this green, which is all about your heart. It's like we're healing the heart, but it's starting from the ground up. We're starting from your early childhood. We're starting maybe even before coming into this earth. You figuring out exactly what is yours and what it's not, and like let the healing begin. It's just going to move up on through the body. And we have a strong connection between the base, your base energy center, and your heart at this moment. Number 6 is a connection in between yourself and your inner being, with yourself and or your higher self. It's also all about the love, because the connection, that's what it leads to, harmony and love. Absolutely gorgeous. And then well-deserved reward with the number 9. So we're definitely ending something here with the death card and being reborn, rebirthed. And with the 9, it speaks about endings, but it also speaks about the unconditional love. And we have a red border, which is all about the foundation that I talked about. Like we're laying in a foundation here. And this is something about like standing at the top of your... I don't want to say that you reached your limit. We never reach our limit. We keep on going. We keep on growing and keep on expanding. Always, always, always. But there's something about reaching this sort of peak, like this peak moment in your life. There's a turning point here. There's a turning point. And there's something about this crack. I see this as golden pieces, golden bricks, and it's like this a moment ago, this little thingy here, it was like, oh man, I have my phone on. I hope it doesn't continue to sound because it's a bit too far away. So I do apologize for that. So it's like it has been turned upside down. It's like it's been turned upside down. And it's like you just found out how you're going to flip it around again and make it fit. If that makes sense. There's something, the peace, maybe peace in your life, but the peace is fitting. There's something that's fitting now that has probably not fit before. And so it's like you reach this peak. It's a turning point. It's something fits, something falls into place. It's well-deserved reward. It's like like you worked on this for quite some time and it's well-deserved. Like really harness whatever is coming into you now, because it's like you have arrived. It has arrived. It's time. So we're going to see what this is all about. So this death card first, can we clarify this death card, please? Divine Feminine. Clarify this Divine Feminine, please. There you go. Bunch of cards here. So we're starting with this release card. King of Summer, 4 of Spring, and 8 of Autumn. That's beautiful, beautiful energy all together. So I want to start with this King of Summer. And so this is very much like the emperor feeling of it. So there's like huge, if you can focus, there you go, huge confidence. And we have the fish, like there's a fish on sitting on his shirt. So there could be like a Pisces connection here, a Pisces placement in your chart somehow, some way. You're standing there with a wand and like knowing exactly what to do. I'm sorry for the phone. A romantic partner you can trust. Excellent advice that comes from the heart. Getting involved in a culture or creative endeavor. So this is coming out together with this. This is also like coming together with somebody else. So I feel like this basically is describing your person, but it's also describing your energy. So there's like very, very similar energy. When I get into this King of Summer, it's like it's the highest possible energy around the person. Honorable, devoted, mature, and warm-hearted. I love that. This is definitely somebody that you can trust. You can fully, fully trust them with your heart. They're so kind. They're so well-meaning. Like whatever they bring to the table. This guy right here, he looks a little bit full of himself. He looks a little bit narcissistic, I would have to say. It's none of that. So maybe at first glance, Scorpio, maybe at first glance, there's going to be something that sort of have you sort of, I don't know, react to it a tiny bit or react to the whole, I don't know. There's something here with at first glance, at first, you take the first look at this person, is like, nah, you might sort of rule it out because you think it may be not for you. But underneath it, it's none of that going on. So if there's a little bit of surface that shows that, or if they're sort of dressing in a certain way, or it's not gender specific, so this could obviously be a woman as well, but there's something at first glance that is like, I don't know, but you can really, really trust this person coming in. And then we have Eight of Autumn, which is all about the endless possibilities here. There's something about coming together and something with this. So today, this old woman, she's sitting with this blanket, and I'm getting this ancestry feeling with this blanket, like this. When you make a blanket, you make a. They are called something very particular. Like you. I'm gonna think of it now, and everybody listening, and you know what I mean. It's like you. It's a quilt. There you go. It's a quilt. It's like you sew in a little piece of, like, here's grandma, here's grandpa, here's a little piece of somebody else, a little piece of somebody else. It's like a sewed quilt. So maybe that's significant to somebody in particular. Like you know exactly what I'm talking about, or you just got one of these. Either you got it for Christmas, or you bought yourself one, or you literally made yourself one that with little pieces of your family in it. For me, it's like coming out as an ancestral feeling here. So this is talking about the relationship that we're stepping into. The relationship that you're finding feels very ancestral. It feels very familiar. It feels very homey. It's very like you've been here before, and you have. There's a strong connection between the both of you, and it's an ease over it. It feels like it takes a little bit of time to build the foundation, meaning like to build your life together, but it's because the foundation is already there. You feel like there's no rush here. We don't have to rush anything. So because you don't have to rush anything, you can take it really slow. There's also something about this inner child is watching the older woman, like how they are behaving. And on the bottom it says, do more research before proceeding. Education in the form of seminars, going back to school, or apprenticeships. Excellent craftsmanship and long-term projects. With this, I just feel like you probably have similar interests. There could be that you're meeting this person at school or some sort of education. But overall, the energy here is that there's something about You have very similar interests, and there's something about the inner child is watching the older woman here. It's like you're learning. We're bringing out the inner child to come out and play in this relationship, but it's also like something you can grow old in. This is very long term. It's very secure. It's very beautiful coming together, and it might sound almost a bit boring. I don't know. It feels very safe and calm, but it's not. The feeling I get here is that it's just really committed, and there's a lot of time to build this. We have the infinity sign here, so there's something about this energy that has been going on forever. You probably met this person like more times than you can count before. That's why it's such a familiar feeling with them as soon as you meet them. Endless possibilities with the 8 there, infinity sign, but also good karma returns. This is sort of the relationship that you've been waiting for. 4 of spring. 4 is all about the heart. 4 is also all about laying a new foundation. And we already picked up that there's something about you're healing your heart from the ground up, and you're laying a new foundation for yourself. This is a beautiful, committed situation. This is you coming together with a person. And it says on the bottom, something, be grateful. You have much to celebrate. Deep feelings of peace and happiness. A contented personal life. So you're stepping into something really, really gorgeous here. And it's like you're uncovering yourself. I want to continue to use that word. You uncover. You find the new you. You really can develop and really become truly who you are together with this person. It was a similar vibe there with Libra, and it usually is when I'm doing like these messages together, because it's bleeding. It's like the energy bleeds over into the next. Some parts of it is not at all similar, but some parts is really similar. So if you have a Libra placement, you might want to watch that as well. That's really beautiful. And then these two sort of came out together. So let's see how that wants to be presented to you. So clarification around this 9 and 6, please. Let the healing begin. Ooh. Yeah. Wow, there's a lot of green and a lot of red here. So it's definitely another 4. And then Prince, Queen, and King. Oh my Lord. Guys, we have Prince, Queen, King, and Ace. This is such a beautiful process, and it's such a... wow. Such a process that you're doing. So I want to start with this Ace. Even though it's the highest, it's like... this is where you started. We're bringing out the inner child. This is very much, and again, I want to say there is sort of a connection here. It's just that in the Libra reading, we had all the grown up woman stepping into her indigo energy, and here we have like the child, and I talked about the child in Libra. So have you a placement there? Go check it out, or just if you feel drawn to it, what like overall. Ace of Winter. Ace is talking about the highest possible energy in a situation. This is you, the inner child, having some sort of indigo connection. And there's the most beautiful little tiger cub. So spirit animal kingdom really being with you at this moment. And also, there's something about bringing this out, bringing the inner child out. Come out and play. Bring the clarity and the strength and the power and the everything that you know that the indigo energy would bring. Maybe even sit in meditation and find out what that is about. Don't be deterred by challenges along the way. It's important to communicate clearly and accurately. Amazing new ideas that should be implemented. There's some connection here with the little child that is like looking up to the older woman here, learning as they go and learning to like implement. It's like, okay, I'm gonna watch the elderly. I'm gonna watch how the elderly did it. Like, what's going on here? How did they make it work? How did they step into their wisdom? There's something about that I feel maybe it's a little bit of a side note, but it's still quite important for some of you guys. Yeah, highest possible energy in a situation. And then we have all these like coming out together like this. And this, we have three green borders and one red border. And we have already had one green border and one red border. So there's so much about healing the heart and laying a new foundation here for yourself, coming into something brand new. This king of summer is very much like the king of autumn here. They're very have very similar energies. So again, I think it's like being represented as the both of you, like very similar energies. You're going to recognize yourself in each other so much. Yet you can be completely different people. You can have completely different, I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be that you're sort of lookalikes or having the same job or something like that. It's just the energy and just outlook on life is just very similar. And this beauty is like all about, you can read it together. Compassionate, accomplished, charismatic, and gifted. And on the bottom, be assertive when it comes to what you know is right. Everything going your way, a good person or company to work for. And we have a dog sitting right next to the throne here. The dog representing loyalty, friendship, trustworthiness, faith, unconditional love. So it's describing this beautiful, very, very beautiful relationship. It's trustworthy. It's very important, Scorpio, that you know that it's trustworthy. There's something about fully trusting in this relationship, trusting in yourself, trusting in your own ability to love, and also trusting in their ability to love you, and fully give it as much as you receive it. We have Four of Autumn. It's like you're getting your wings. It's like you're... if I didn't know any better, I would say... and maybe some of you guys are, and I don't know why that's important, but maybe some of you guys are actually virgins, or it's like you actually maybe were waiting to have sex before marriage or something like that. That's probably just for one person. For some reason that is coming through. I don't know how I could interpret that differently, or somebody out there just really understand what that means. It's like virgin. Madonna, she's not a virgin. The Madonna. I don't know. Maybe somebody gets what this is about. Virgin and Madonna, and like the Madonna, not Madonna the artist, but actually like the Madonna. I know that's like a go pray to the Madonna. Okay, whatever this is, like figure it out yourself, because I don't get too much more information around that. There's something about like virginity, the very purest form here, and it doesn't mean that like the rest of you guys that had actually had sex in the past that you're not pure, but there's something about purity and getting your wings. You're just getting your wings. You're growing your wings, and there's something like you're stepping into something new, something pure, something very, very honest. And then I see this I don't think it is, but that's what I'm picking up. I see this humongous crayfish, like crayfish there on the bottom, right there. So maybe, I don't know, somebody just ate crayfish, or I don't know, it's not really crayfish season. Is it anywhere in the country? in the world? Crayfish, for some reason, is really coming through strongly. Manage your resources wisely. Achieve a balance in how you spend and save money. Help out those who are less fortunate. And with that, so that could be resonating with some of you guys. But what I mainly get with that is because we had such a strong, the infinity sign there with the number 8 is all about what you're sending out and what's coming back. What you're sending out and what's coming back. So when money is involved, it can also represent energy. So it's very important now that you sort of, it's like step into this very authentic version of yourself. You're coming together with this most beautiful relationship. It's a very, very beautiful, authentic relationship that is going to build over time. It's probably a very, very strong connection to start with. It's like you don't really question it, but it's not full relationship from the very get-go. There's something with this purest form and something we're building this up, and equally you're sending out the energy that you're receiving back. You're equally like understanding how much love you're sending out and how much love you're receiving back. There's a beautiful balance here. Heart matter, laying a new foundation. And I love how it's like we have the foundation and then we have the process. We have Prince, Queen, King, and Ace. It's a beautiful removing and growing and expanding together. So we have the Prince and we have the Prince of Autumn and Queen of Spring. And the Prince of Autumn talks about new energy, new beautiful energy. He has very much like these butterfly wings, which talks about huge transformation going on in this relationship. They're dependable, protective, chivalrous, and humorous. And again, I'm getting that this is your person. I'm getting a lot of your person. Usually that would be more like coming out in the extended. And at the same time that this very much is you, Scorpio. So there's a very similar energy between you guys. Cautious but wise action. Yeah. Meticulous attention to detail, kindness to others. This is exactly what this is all about. Cautious but wise action. And I don't think it's like you're being cautious. I don't think that you're being afraid or worried or suspicious. It's just a very slow progress. Beautiful, slow but very beautiful progress here with the Prince, Queen, King, and Ace. We're moving into the Queen here, which is very much like the Empress. So we have the Empress and the Emperor here. So that's soulmate connection all over it. It's your person, if you want to use the term, but the one. Brilliant, loyal, talented, and friendly. So I feel like this is you. We have flame stars. If you want to use the terminology twin flame, do so. I'm more into the soulmate and divine counterpart connection. There's something with the Olympics, because the fire that you're lighting, like you're lighting this fire that is burning throughout the whole Olympics. I don't want to say soul. How we not have the, I don't know. I know when this is embarrassing, but I don't know where the next Olympics is going to be. Like how we establish that in the COVID pandemic situation as well. Is that something that's being postponed? Is it, I don't know, but there's something, I know that we had an Olympic situation in Seoul, but I think like the burning flame in your soul is like, there's something with the soul in the Olympics for some reason, and also like this burning fire, the burning flame in your soul, in your actual soul. Believe in yourself. Wonderful people want to help you maintain a balance between work and home life. There's a lot about balance here going on. But the main part here is that we have the Queen and we have the King. We have the Empress and we have the Emperor. It's so much about the soulmate connection here. And it's very beautiful, and it's a beautiful process. We have the 2 Kings, and then we have the Ace and the 4. A lot of 4s. 2 Kings, 2 4. We even have No, I thought we had 2 princes, but we didn't. Okay, I'm going to continue to make an extended reading out of this. So if you feel like this is your story, then you're so welcome to the extended. And the link to it is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching. And Happy New Year, guys. I hope to see you on the other side. Take care. Bye.